This is going to be a little different from what you just had to experience. So if you like nice lovely songs, that was the end of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the show. The woman don't live here in the back of my mind. The woman's long gone from here, she don't catch my eye. She went and found another man to hold her now. You better find a bigger man, hold me down. So I'm like the Antichrist of the acoustic scene. That's pretty much me, really. I make loud noise, and normally I've got a drummer and 3 amps, and it really confuses sound engineers when they get on stage. I'm like, hey, I've got my acoustic, can I have all these amps, please? So I like to do things a bit different, basically louder. Anyway. But I don't scream all the time. This is a song called La Fenice. Banging at the walls in her house, and she's at my door. And I'm more than I could, and she deserves more. No, I can tell by the look of your smile that she feels ignored. Well, I've had this kitchen again from my own. She simply, I know. fix this. So best thing for your own turtle. Don't set yourself on fire now. I hope she wakes from me. I feel like the reaper of hearts, yours I have slain. Can't deny what I become, what a total disgrace. Yeah, yeah. She's like the golden soul, don't belong in this place. So before you fall completely on them, please go away. I can't go and fix us. So the best thing for your own turtle. Don't set yourself on fire. Oh, she waits for me. You dance in the fire room. All your memories, man. Your arms grab on in the fire now. Your bum, all your memories, man. Now go. Cheers. It's a pleasure to be here tonight with such wonderful artists. And also I'd like to thank the 5 people that bought tickets to turning up. Nice one. To the other 5 people that didn't turn up, I got your money, you ain't having it back. That's what happens when you buy tickets and not turn up. Cunts. So this is a song called Perverted Pretty Girl. I'm not a clean, nice acoustic artist, I apologise now. In fact, no, I don't. I don't care. This is Perverted Pretty Girl. Tattooed girl, she shakes my world. I love to grab her by the door, and she makes me scream. Look at this perverted pretty girl, and I love to be a fly on her world. Now watch, she weighs so well. I know I'll meet someday now. Whatever you want, I have have to say I'm not giving up, just I don't know. But every time I need to bleed, not giving up, just I don't know. Where did you go? Where did you? Shake that ass, girl. I love to see you twirl. These creeps drop like raindrops, and I just stand and go. Steal me away, girl. I love to see you smile. Your beauty is gonna blind me, and I gotta give it all up. No, 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 no. Infection out of crazy, I'm giving up, and just I don't know. Wrote every word I have to say, I'm not giving up, but just I don't know. Every day I need to bleed, not giving up, and just I don't know. I just got one thing left to say, I know where do you go, where do you go? One thing left to say, I know where do you go, where do you go? One thing left to say, I know where do you go, know where do you go? One thing left to say, I know where do you go, where do you go? Where did you go? No, where did you go? No, no, no. Where did you go? Where do you go? Cheers. So you're having a good time, you're in a good place, you're happy and stuff. Yeah, vague nods. Can we have like a yay for being happy all together? 1, 2, 3. That'll do, that'll do. You take more drugs, you'll be well happier then. Anyway. So I'm from Warrington, and I've been doing this for about 6 years now. And I get to play with a lot of cool people, and especially the guy who's on the last we did a gig with. There he is over there in the corner. And it's wonderful to meet these sort of people. And Lauren, me and Lauren have been kind of working on and off for a couple of years. You've been sorting quite a few gigs out, and it's always wonderful to be a part of great things. So thank you very much for being here and also letting me be involved in this. So yeah. Anyway, enough of the sucking bullshit. This is a song called Questions. How does this song go? Yeah, it's like the other one. Too close, too close, too close. I'll come back to it, yeah? I'm a little bit drunk, I'll be honest. I'm not ashamed of it, no, I'm proud. So yeah. This is a song called #Alive. Seems like I was trembling, cool about it. I'm not mean anymore. Big bad body out. Cool about it. I don't know me anymore. This world is sour. But the hands that life seems to be trembling. Social media circles never ending, no. To realize that we deserve more. Don't say shit. crowd set off a chain reaction, don't be fool. Just distractions, girl, stop moving on. But past their lives seems to be trending. Such mediated circles never ending on. We don't need to live no lie. We just need to realize.
Really bad at ragey sets, so at some point you're just gonna have to tell me to get off. This is a song called Bad Man. So let me tell you a story, how I came to be. I found this devilish woman, sure left a mark on me. They say her head's been a fire, her eyes will melt your soul. For me it was those lips of desire, they sure did melt my soul. Oh, and I know I cannot help myself. Now hush, I can feel her near. She lies to sneak up on me and just disappear. And I tried running away, but there she is again. Stressed to kill, and I'm sure she will. I'm on my knees again. I know I cannot help myself. Oh, I know I cannot help myself. No, 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 no. Still with me? Good, good, good. And I got thrown out of heaven. I've been a very bad boy. Took that angel by the hand and said, I'll show you new meaning of joy. And I got thrown out of hell, where the demons drill. I took his woman by the hand, said, I'd like to get to know you well. Whoa. Myself, no, 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 no. I got thrown out of hell. I've been a very bad boy. That angel by the hand said, I'll show you new meaning of joy. Now I got thrown out of hell, where the demon dwell. Took his woman by the hand, so I get to know you well. No, no, no. Cheers. You're all too kind and very lovely. What size is this song though? Two more. That is. This is a little blues number I wrote called Questions. this. You can't see, don't tell me where I'm going. I can feel you, and I am one. There's a question that's written all across the stars. If you do not live, then how do you earn your scar? People here I fight for so much more. They need a man, baby, some damn whore. Not alone. Well, through these walls I found my own, yeah. So lean on me now, I'll deceive you, yeah. Well, lean on me, some great believer. That's where I'm on the barrel line. If you don't see what I'm doing, how can you be so blind? Now I'm trying to be another kind of hero, so make it so easy when they pass you the road. Well, there's a question not written, but it's easy to see. No, didn't I start with you hearing me? Echoes of repression, feel this room, and if you don't hear me, at least here you do. That's enough, you lives, we are not alone. Well, through these walls I found my own, yeah. Well, lean on me now, I'll see you. Yeah, lean on me, cause I'm a great believer. I'm a great believer. There's a man on the corner of the side of the road here. He's selling his words for a penny a grow. And I realize this man is me. For too long, I've been too blind to see. That's when I realize we're not alone. Through these walls I found my own, yeah. Lean on me now, I won't deceive ya. Lean on me and I'll be a great believer. Yeah, lean on me now, I won't deceive ya. Well, lean on me cause I'm your great believer. Cheers. You've all been very lovely. Before I finish my last song, I'll start my last song. I'd just like to put a big round of applause to the people who organised it and the people filming it, and Lauren and the people that play here, because without them, this would be a pretty boring evening. So can I have a round of applause to the people organising and filming these gigs here very quietly in the corner. Thank you very much, and thank you to the sound guy, because I'd sound awful if it wasn't for him. So remember to support the people supporting you. There's a song called Erosion. I hope you've enjoyed my set and it's not been a bit too crude. I'm sorry about being a bit drunk. Basically I've been ill for about 3 days, so 1 pint I was gone, and then they had 3 more. We're all having a good time though, aren't we? One person says yes, I don't know. Are you having a good time? Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm learning to love myself again. They say that time is on your side. They say I'm always by your side. And I'm alone, just wait around my hair. Like stone, and the sea is coming out. The summer of my heart. I am drowning, so I'm holding back again. And so teach me how to let go. I said, teach me how to live. Don't, I'm afraid next wave will wash me away. Show me my old friend. You're right before me, but I hide my lies again. Time is one-sided with a chain I hold in my hand. With this place I Next wave will wash me away. Thank you very much.
Give it one more time for Kye Jones, everybody!
Thank you.
I don't know how you manage it when you've had a few drinks. Like, I've only ever done like one gig drunk, and I had to listen to my own song to remind myself of my own lyrics.
I had to listen to myself swearing twice to remind myself that you told me not to swear. There's the pros and cons. Pros and cons.
There's no kids in, so it's fine.
Maturity levels don't count.
Alright, so when did you first know that you wanted to be a musician?
I've been an artist like most of my life. My granddad was a poet, and my grandma's an artist, and I spent a lot of time writing stuff and making stuff artistically to express emotion. But I started playing bass when I was about 15, but I didn't want to be a musician. It wasn't until I went to college and there's a guy called Daynes there who played drums for Led Zeppelin, legend, and he said, "You've got something there. You need to come over to the music side and develop it." And that's when I kind of got the hunger. I did a couple of gigs as a session bassist, and kind of got the hunger for gigs and ego and attention and all that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Awesome, man. So, like, when you started playing music, like, did you do covers first, or did you?
No, I've always been awful at covers, and I'm the one guy that everyone goes, "Oh, do you mind playing a couple of covers?" I know 3 covers, and you won't know one of the bands. And the other 2 Led Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. I don't know, covers don't inspire me. Like, when I play my songs, I know the emotion that went into them. And like, when I listen to people play songs and it's beautiful, and you hear their emotion, you can hear their connection, and I've heard people do freaking amazing covers. I don't do that. So I just avoid it, because it's not my thing. I'm not against it, I'm just not good at it.
No, I get it. I remember when at Fab Cafe, you came up to me and you're like, "I fucking hate Guns N' Roses." But you,
that's the thing, I hate Guns N' Roses, but your cover was brilliant, because it's your thing and you connected with that, and that was great. And if you can do a cover, like Johnny Cash and 9 Inch Nails, I hate 9 Inch Nails, but Johnny Cash made that song, everyone thought it was his song, and then realised it was their song. If you can make that song sound special to you, then great, do it. Unfortunately, I don't tend to do that.
But what you do is absolutely awesome. Like how awesome is he? So what generally inspired you to write a song?
I always. This is a funny thing. I've only been singing for like 6 years, but since I started this, I always wanted to sing. Because I've always wrote and I've always wanted to express emotion. I think like the reason why I make music is, even though I'm in a happy place and I've got a beautiful girlfriend who loves me, I like to write songs that might connect to people that might not be going through the best of times. I'd rather write a song that help people through bad stuff than write a song going, everything's fine, I'm in a good mood. So I write songs about emotion, I write songs about things I've felt and things I've seen other people feel. I've got a song called Mother that I dedicate to my friend who unfortunately lost his mum. It's about trying to understand and show other people out there that other people know what you feel. And that's one of the big things about depression and this and the other. You feel alone. So to be able to write songs like Erosion, then, to be able to write songs that are about feeling pain and moving past it and inspiring people, that's why I do it.
Well, that's awesome. It's like, I think pretty much every artist has said, I don't think anyone's got me sorry, I'm just going to sing about being happy now. I'm just other than that song Happy, which literally just sings about being happy. So
if you have more money, you're going to be happy, aren't you? Everything's fine, I'm loaded.
Exactly. So when you write a song, what comes first? Lyrics, melody, or is it different every time?
It could be different every time. I wrote Erosion in a dream. It was really weird. I was playing it in my dream and woke up and was like, oh, I need to find a guitar quick.
You know what? I've had that before. And
I only that one song though.
Yeah.
But it can come in. It's completely different. Like some of the songs, I wrote a song half an hour before I was going out because I'm in the mood to go out, and other songs, take time, and other songs, I don't know, it's like people, isn't it? Emotions. Every single one's different, and they develop differently for me. Like, that's, you know, sometimes I'll just have a riff in my head. Sometimes I just have one word that I want to say to someone. I just can't say it to them, so I write something like this.
I wonder what's the one word? Is it cunt?
But yeah, you know, inspire people to be better, so we're not focus on that.
Alright, so like in terms of songwriters, who inspires you most and why?
Oh, Tori Amos, Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam. They're two of my biggest inspirations. My mum inspires me a lot. My friends, but they're not artists, I suppose, go back to the original question. I don't know, I get inspired by a lot of people that I might not necessarily sound like Frank Sinatra and stuff like that. I love what his voice does to people, so different artists, different reasons, but Tori Amos is one of the big ones, and Maynard James Keenan from Tool. I love emotion, I love what they do with emotion and how they display it.
Yeah, man. So like, if you could name a song from another artist that means a lot to you, what would it be and why?
No Quarter by Led Zeppelin, only because my granddad died when he was about 3, but I'm influenced by him a lot. He was a poet, and the only memory I have of him, I was in a cot and I remember looking at him and listening to No Quarter, and every time that first it builds into the song, it kind of takes me back to being with him, so that song really.
It is mad how, like, because you know, so people will remember things that far back. It's because I remember, like, I used to have like a blanket like I was obsessed with, and it's weird that, like, you know, some people can just remember like that far back when you're like this little thing. It's just insane, that, isn't it? Like, so out of the songs that you've written, which are you most proud of and why?
Erosion. When I was quite a few years ago, I was in a very bad place. I was suffering from drug addiction, and I lost my house, and you know, I went through a very dark point in my life because of how I felt inside, and I wrote Erosion. It was funny because I wrote it in a dream. It was like I was telling myself I need to accept and let go, and I wrote the song, the lyrics, and the way it develops in a way that can be adapted to anyone's life. You know, it's not just about a girl, it's not just about drugs, it's not just about anything, because anything can hold you back if you choose to let it. And that song for me was, every time I play it, it reminds myself of how far I can go forward if I stop holding on to the past.
So it's kind of like one of those songs that we were talking about before, like, you know, no matter how much time has passed, it's still gonna like kind of like remind you of a different sort of time. Yeah. So it's like you know, like you say, like so you know, you might not be like struggling with drugs as much, but you might be struggling with something else.
Yeah, it could be anything. Like, you know, addiction comes in many forms. It could be alcohol. It could be, you know, flicking a switch on and off. You know, like there's so many different forms of things that can hold you back. It could be a loved one. It could be, you know, diary. It could be anything. It could be that chair if you really so desire. You mentally
just love that chair. It's great.
Is, some things can negative like drain you and hold you back. It doesn't have to be any one specific thing. It can be anything. Everyone is different, and those, you know, those things that we suffer from are completely individual at the time. So that song is about anything that could be holding you back.
Well, it's great to have a song like that where that literally anyone can relate to it, because I'm pretty sure everyone's had that moment in time where they've been like, shit, like, you know, and be held back by something. So do you feel that one gets the best reception live? Or?
No, I think Bad Man gets the best reception. That one's quite a catchy little swinging number, which is dead funny because I was literally it took me 30 minutes to write it. I was going out with a few of my mates and my taxi was late and I just banged it together, but it's because it's quite catchy. Everyone knows like going out sort of feeling, and all the guys like, yeah, girls, and you know, that's kind of what it's about, so that's one that gets the best reaction.
But it's funny how that happens, because it's like, you know, like with Black Sabbath, you know, Paranoid. Like, they wrote that in, like, it was, like, fuck all that time. Like, they'd written the album and they were like, oh, we need to, like, write an album filler. And then they wrote that and then it was the most well-known song in the album. It's weird how that can happen. So I'm going to take it to the audience now. Who wants to ask a question?
Oh, come on, Tegan. Ask me later.
Am I not allowed? No, that's not how it works.
Don't worry.
We're friends, I can ask you afterwards.
Right,
okay, so I don't mean who inspires you, but after a gig, who would you most like, celebrity-wise, to come up to you and say, I loved that?
Eddie Vedder. Because every gig I finish, someone comes up to me and goes, do you know you sound like Eddie Vedder? I'd love someone to go up to him one day and go, do you know you sound like that guy, Kye Jones? That'd be lovely. Because I've had like 5 years of people going, Eddie Vedder. So yeah, to have a glass of wine with Eddie Vedder one day and you just go, yeah, you sound like me. Would be lovely, would be amazing.
Good choice.
Yeah, I believe we've got a question at the front here. Pass the stick. Pass the lollipop.
What's your the favourite song that you've written?
I think we did that one, didn't we?
What's the most I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking when I said that.
It's alright.
What's the most interesting topic you've written about?
I've got a song called Behave, and I have to be careful where I play it because it's 2 verses. Again, I tend to write about things that I think are important, and Behave is about being aware of the suffering that goes on around us. The 2 verses, the first verse is about a girl that, don't get me wrong, these people are not real, but it happens a lot, and the first verse is about a girl that was molested as a child, and she ended up growing up in a broken sort of family and ended up going to prostitution. And the second verse is about a young lad that's homeless and ended up killing himself. And that's risky to play. Like, you know, some people go, you know what, that, you know, I like what you're trying to grab there, and other people go, you can't sing about that in front of kids. So that's one of my riskier songs. It's on the album the Questions EP, and it's a upbeat, catchy tune, but it's quite a depressing song. But I know it's depressing, but I think it's important to be aware of those things. You know, every person you pass in your daily life, you know, any people here, they could be suffering from something, and so many people don't, you know, would rather ignore it because it's easier to ignore it. It's easier ignoring a homeless guy because you don't really want to give him a quid. It's easy to ignore people, you know, selling themselves for sex or drugs or whatever, because it's easy to sit in your own lovely existence and enjoy, you know, being peaceful. And I think it's important as a species to be aware of the suffering that everyone feels. You know, like if we were all aware of that, then maybe we can all help each other out, sort of thing. So.
That was a good answer. Alright, anyone else got a question? I'll have one more and then we'll have a break and then we'll have Fenola. Yeah? Pass to that gorgeous man at the back that I have no idea who he is.
Ain't that you fella?
Yeah.
Like, on these nights, one thing that does keep coming up on a repeat basis,
Yeah.
as mentioned before as well.
Is it drugs?
No.
This is actually the first time it's come up. You're like, yay.
This could be an aspect of this question. To be like the best artists could be like the people who write songs that make people feel emotional. Do you think you have to go through like the full spectrum of you have to go to the lowest of the low and then go to the the high points as well?
What to write about stuff?
Yeah, like
just to get an emotional connection, like.
Yes, I do think it's important, and I must admit, for example, when I wrote Mother, my mum was 17 when she had me, and my dad fucked off as soon as he found out that she was pregnant. And my friend who lost his mum, she was about the same age when she had him, but he was a couple of years younger than me. And when he told me he lost his mum, all that made me. Obviously, I was devastated for him. His mum was a wonderful woman, and that made me realise the mortality of my own mother, and I had this pain in my chest, and I wanted to write about it because I had to get it out, and that was you know, like my mum hadn't died, and I didn't have to feel that, but I took myself to that point so I could feel for him because I wanted to dedicate something to him and his family. And sometimes, yeah, you do, like, you know, when I talk about the prostitution and the home, you know, and the friends I have that have been through those sort of things, you know, like, you know, you don't have to take yourself to their level because you haven't been through that, but to, again, as I say about being aware of the suffering that everyone else goes to, sometimes you have to, you know, I've had bad stuff happen to me, but I've always been quite strong in my head, so I've always been able to manage through it, but some people are not like that, so you have to be able to empathise with that, and to do what I want to do, you have to be able to empathise with for me, to write what I want to write about, I'm fascinated by humans. You know, I'm fascinated by psychology and the way the brain ticks, and I'd rather see the darkest parts of the world, because that helps you see the most beautiful parts of the world as well. If you just stay in the middle, you never really experience anything.
Yeah, that's so true. Right, I think we're going to leave it at that, so... just
if anyone wants a hug later, I'm free.
So, right, when's your next gig, and where can we find you online, Barry?
Well, this is actually my last gig for a while. I'm going to the studio for a bit to work on the next EP, so you guys are the last people to see me for it. I'm going on holiday for a bit tomorrow, getting out of the country, and then it won't be for a few months yet, so yeah, I'm not got any gigs, fuck you.
Just go online and...
But if you want to find any of my media stuff, iTunes, Apple, Spotify, I'm on everything. It's just Kye Jones Music, KyeJones Music. You can find me on Snapchat, Spotify, Instagram, Google stuff. I don't know. Send me a Snapchat if you want, but not. I'm tired of toilet pictures. No more toilet.
I'm sorry.
No more toilet pictures. But yeah, Kye Jones Music on any social media site, and if you want my stuff, it's iTunes and Spotify. It's dead cheap, but you'll enjoy it. I promise.
Oh, so give it up.